I was thinking of something completely different. Yeah, you can figure what I was thinking. I just thought you was looking at video footage or a picture or something. I didn't know you was looking at just the live
What do you do when you have animal crackers? You know some people eat the head first on animal cracker? I eat the tank.
That was the main thing. It looked like something different than what I thought.
Okay, so I thought this was the north. Where the fuck did all this heat come from? I'm not a fan.
Well,
Neither are we. I love being like, I'm really warm, and then a fursuiter just looks at me with those dead eyes like, you're warm! Like you're wearing a carpet. I am sorting this!
I don't know what this is, but it's purple and it looks good.
Oh my god. I haven't had one of these for years.
Did you know you can still buy warheads?
So like what?
You can still buy warheads.
Really?
Yes.
I think that's what this is. These are atomic fireballs.
I don't think they discontinued. I think they just
There's two of them.
It's so hard doing it.
That's the taint. Right there. That's what you eat first. We're making a portal up here, guys. Give us a moment.
Jurassic Park.
Did somebody order a pizza?
Why is the armadillo going?
What noise is
Hey, I found your sign.
What noise does an armadillo? Does anyone know what noise an armadillo makes? No, I'm legit asking. Does anyone know what noise an armadillo makes?
That'll be the next song. What does the armadillo say?
What does the armadillo say?
Nice shot, Blarpo Nino.
I have a couple beverages. I have some water and some. No.
There's still water in it. It's still water.
Thank you. See, that's true. There's still water in it. That's what I keep telling security.
The concept is water.
You remember you need to use a microphone.
You'll need a microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, well there is that. Yeah. That one's yours. I don't need a microphone. I'm loud.
I like how there's only two of us that get that.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
My game's turning.
Ow! You shot a tiny bullet into my shoulder. I'll have to use a magnet to fish it out. Why does the gun?
I don't know. Oh my god.
That's the weirdest game of Clue ever.
Oh my god, this is gonna work.
Oh my god. Is it a legit squirt gun? Yeah.
We're about to find out.
It is, dude.
Oh my god.
You guys do the panel.
The whole panel's just gonna be watching him go. How far away can you squirt it in your mouth?
Actually, hold on, do that again so I can take a picture.
Things said out of context that we can mention.
This is my happy hour.
This candy is my happy hour. Oh wait, I want one of those watermelon ones.
Yeah.
That's the one
I
that
got them all sorted.
the watermelon.
This,
The ones, or is it strawberry?
I don't know. Those are Christmas.
It's red and green.
It's Christmas.
I'm just sit up here and eat and drink, so I hope that's okay.
This is how we celebrate a happy hour. I'm gonna shoot myself with tequila. I mean water. Normal, everyday, clear, healthy water tequila. Water.
From Mexico.
Yeah, from Mexico. This water is mine from the agave plant, and it makes you better at dancing.
Is this the proper color for Mountain Dew?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll believe you. Now, if you'll excuse me, suicide is painless. Oh my God, I can shoot her right down the back of my throat. It's like a dick.
And remember, folks, you're professional drinkers. You're not drink responsibly.
Did you just tell them to not drink responsibly?
That'll work too.
That's gotta be the greatest thing I've ever heard a con chair say. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink responsibly. We're tanking this con. Right?
Remember, don't not drink responsibly.
I need to drink today.
That's a double negative that calls an ambulance.
Hey, do we have one of those last night?
What's up to the who now?
First rule about ambulance calls.
Yeah, no, there's a rule. You need a 2-year window before you talk about the shit that happened at a convention. I have some great stories for you guys in a year and a half. And a great story for you in 1 year and 364 days. Something happened. So I used to, when I was at college, I actually had a little squirt gun that I had found as I was moving. And all I would do is fill it with booze and walk around my dorm floor just like, and the RA was like, I'm sorry, are you drinking water out of a squirt gun? I'm like, that's what you're meant to think. Yeah, no one ever stopped me. I was put on a few watch lists, but nobody ever stopped me. You two do things. I'm gonna drink tequila. Water, no water. Everyday
What am I
water.
supposed to do up here?
Lambert, introduce the panel.
This is these guys.
This is these guys.
And this is me.
Guys.
These guys are here last night. They're funnier than shit.
I like that you think we're funny, and I'm just drinking tequila.
I'm trying to find the back of your chair. I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just trying
You can hit on me, I don't care.
because I'm like, we had some bad news. We're trying to forget the bad news up here. So this is a good one. That's so distracting.
This is the greatest day of the con.
It's distracting in a good way too.
I think am I guest of honor at one of your conventions?
This guy is guest of honor next April at Motor City Fur Convention. So if you want to see him run a ton of panels and basically act like this, like 18 hours of the convention. Motor City Fur Convention.
May I ask for something? Oh, convention vice chair?
Depends.
Can I get a super soaker full of tequila?
So then you get a writer?
And it is now, motherfucker! Oh my God, I just want to go around. Wait, isn't there a super soaker gun that has like 2 different water cartridges and they'll mix? Oh my God, we can totally make mixed drinks in the super soaker. We can make a fucking panel out of that. It's like, all right, everyone, open your mouths. Diesel Roto Sour, bitches! Ah!
And the freezers will be nowhere to be found.
No, 2 of them will still be in there. We're not going to mention their names, but they're bad at laundry. Don't fucking judge me. This is a judge-free zone. Yeah, because all of us would make terrible lawyers. Your Honor, Your Honor! I don't know what to say, but he gifted him. It does.
Your water's gone off.
I can't get mine in my mouth.
I have very strong
I've heard that
water.
before.
All right, Lambert, why don't you explain to everyone what's happening here, because I don't know either.
first suggested to start it, they kept trying to put it in the con book as Lampert's Story Hour. And I'm like, no, it's not Lampert's Story Hour, it's Lampert's Happy Hour. Story Hour is something Coggy does. I don't step on them toes. Them toes squish me. I have Happy Hour. Happy Hour is completely different than Story Hour. It's completely different than stand-up. It's what you would expect to see if you met with a bunch of friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
During a happy hour at a bar. Anything can happen. Games, what have you. Stories. We encourage donations for the charity. We encourage signing the memorial book. Remember our loved ones. And at the end, we play a little game. It's called, in Europe, they call it Innuendo Bingo. But here in the U.S., we've adopted it and turned it into, like furries do, turned it into our own. It's free Innuendo Bingo. And your job for that is you all have got to come up with the funniest crap you could find, because we're going to have 4 people in a circle of chairs facing each other with about as much water as you can possibly fit in these people's mouths. Stare at each other, and then we're going to see who can make who laugh first and see what happens.
I'm sorry, is this game called Spit on Your Friends?
Yes.
Okay.
You are going to get spewed.
Good
Lots of spewage. It's funny because they don't always spew the same way.
They don't always.
It looks like in the morning when you get up, you're drunk the next day, and you go to the bathroom, it doesn't just go. Sometimes it's too.
If you can find the bathroom the next day, you didn't get drunk enough the night before.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's basically, it's just having fun with everybody for an hour. Killing time, enjoying yourselves, and you get to watch us get dumber and dumber and dumber. In their case, they get smarter. The more they drink, the smarter they get.
Alcohol activates our brains up. I'm sober right now, that's why I'm so glad.
You ever heard that blood out there? No! It died! No! No! Bring it back! Bring it back! Oh, thank God.
That's me. I don't really get talked with until I start getting kind of shy like a furry.
Furries aren't shy. Look how many of them are nude. Like all the time. Looking at you, trash panda. He's naked. Stand up. That's nudity, my friend.
Hey, he's wearing goggles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say the only thing we don't get here, like you do at a bar or in happy hour, is the ungodly amount of groping.
Yeah, save that for my.
But I don't know. We're furries. And bars are horrible. Women are the worst at bars. I'm sorry. They are. Oh my God. I am not kidding. Hi, you a boy or a girl? Oh.
I'm sorry, have you ever been asked outside of suit if you're a boy or a girl?
Not outside of suit, but in suit. They're
Wait.
all touchy-feely,
You've been
everything.
asked if you're a boy or a girl.
Yep.
Why?
When I'm clean shaven. I'm clean shaven because of the boobs. What started in your head? No, seriously.
Did you just say because of the boobs?
Because of the boobs.
Does your shower have the boob washer in it like mine does?
Showers don't have boob washers.
They do.
What is a boob washer?
Come to my room and I'll show you a boob washer. It
Did
blew
you
my
just
mind.
proposition me during happy hour? This is a very happy hour.
No,
Is he playing con chair bingo?
there's a little thing.
You've never seen a boob
like,
washer
like a
in a
jet
shower.
on it.
You've never
You put it in
seen
a shower,
that.
turn it, it sprays right out. It's at tip level.
You've never.
Oh, that's right. It's a tip level for you guys. That's basically what my dick is.
So it's just below my tip.
Okay.
I figured if I had big tits, I could lift them up and get the cheese out.
That's right. You've been to my house, right?
Yes, I have.
You've seen the shower head?
Yes.
The greatest thing, the greatest feat of plumbing ever. I am a 6'8" psychopath. My shower head is as close to the ceiling as you can get, which means my house is not for sale. Like my Dragler, when he'll come over, he'll just be in the washroom, he's showering, and Alkali! What? I need you to move the shower head. It's spraying all over the floor.
Just leave a selfie stick in there. It actually works.
I'm totally imagining imagining him just in there with a stick poking at my shower head. That short little fuck.
Language.
They told me
It's
I
an
didn't
18
know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Huston, look what I found. Jealous?
No.
Well, wait till you see what happens in Motor City.
That's his tequila jizzing gun.
That's what it's called from now on, tequila jizzing gun. All right, well, if this is a happy hour, and we're talking about times in the bar, so there we were. We're at a bar, and my buddy Trent, some of you know about Trent, proclaimed to the entire bar that he could outdrink them. And they said, no, you couldn't, and he said, well, buy me drinks and we'll find out. And they took him up on the offer. They wind up on the bar. If I remember correctly, 11 shots of pure Patron tequila, no chasers. And they said, all right, you think you can do this? And like, I could do this no problem. And that motherfucker went down the bar and at this speed.
There's a professional drunk right there, number 4.
He actually had a tune, oh God, I know before. He had a tune going with picking up the drink, slamming it down, and putting the cup back down. And when he got to the end of the bar, he finished the 11th drink, then, see motherfuckers, I told you so, and then flipped over the bar. He went unconscious immediately. But that motherfucker drank 11 shots of tequila and beat the record for the bar. So he has a picture up at this bar. If you ever go there, it's Sellers, and there's a picture of what looks like an unconscious guy behind the bar in his own urine. It's actually just other booze, but it looks like his own urine. Don't do 11 shots of tequila. So you told me that this panel, we were going to allow other people to talk.
Yes, absolutely.
So guys, who has a good bar story? And we're going to try to keep these to just a few minutes long. So if we start throwing things at you, that means you took too long. Who's got a good bar story? Like somebody who kind of acts like a bro, has kind of a douchebaggy Twitter account, drinks a lot.
So believe it or not, I do not have any good bar stories. The only thing I brag about when it comes to the bar is how my dad would always take me when I was 6 years old.
You were being taken to the bar at 6 years old.
Yes. I grew up in the little town of Salina, Ohio. Oh, geez, you're going to give me a microphone?
I look professional.
You've made a mistake.
Do I have to stand in front of everybody?
That is not a microphone. That is a new bed record.
Too small. No! That microphone's not going to take your shit, dude.
Yeah, but everybody here will. I don't have any good bar stories though. The best story I have is the first time I got absolutely shit-faced. Make up 2 names because I don't want to call them out. Make up 2 names. Steve. All right, Steve and Alkali. There we go.
You are uncreative.
So, I'm sure everyone remembers the first time that they got just absolutely blitzed, vomited. I remember my first time. So, yes, but it makes for great stories. So I was over at a friend's house and we just got doing go-karts because, you know, that's the kind of thing you do when you're 19 is go-karts. We get back and like, hey, we got some, we got some tequila, we have some vodka, we have some Long Island iced tea. It's like, oh, I haven't had Long Island iced tea before. So sure, and the stuff was amazing. We couldn't taste the alcohol, which that was my first mistake. Like, hey, what if I mix this with Pepsi? It's like, you know, and at first it's like a quarter Long Island with Pepsi, then a third Long Island, then it's just flat out Long Island iced tea, and this stuff is pretty hard. Anyway, you know, we're just slurring and going on, talking about things I really can't repeat in a 21 plus panel. Kind of like the things we were talking about last night. Can I repeat some of those jokes?
No! Oh my God! I was too drunk to remember that until now. Fuck no! I don't want to go to jail. Dude, you were there. No! Okay, one of them. So...
No. Wait, I have a microphone right now. You are actually have at least enough sense to take my shoes off before passing out. And get, who was it, Stephen Alkali? We'll say Stephen Alkali. Stephen Alkali, they're passed out, I think they're fucking upstairs. Anyway, because there were some sounds when I woke up. I'm like, oh man, I don't feel good. I just run to the first thing I see, which is the kitchen sink. It's one of those little shallow ones. Everything. I'm doing this for 3 minutes straight. The worst part, there was water in there and the plunger was still in there. I swear I passed out right there on the kitchen sink. But I do remember one of them coming down. We'll say Alkali came down.
Damn it!
He pokes me. Sam, what'd you do? I think I threw up. Like, yes, you did. Oh, God, it's everywhere. Oh, hey, are you coming to my room later with those moves? Yeah, buddy. Panda's gonna need your room for a little bit.
No, I'm going to my room.
Yeah, but I'm getting all the action. Just like in real life. Hey-oh. Aw.
It's true.
He is absolutely, so anyway, Alkali is absolutely disgusted by this. Like, oh God. He reaches in, unplugs it, and he runs to the patio and is barfing before he even, so not only do we have a caked sink of vomit, we have vomit trailing all the way out to the patio. Poor Steve comes down, finds us both while Alkali is just puking over the railing into the backyard. And I think that's when I passed out. That was a fun first time.
Thanks for putting my name in it.
No. Kool-Aid did.
Thanks a lot, Kool-Aid.
Thanks, Kool-Aid.
Though, one of these days I want to tell a story of MFF 2012. The problem is I don't remember it. All I remember is waking up and my hand is cut to hell. And my boyfriend at the time was not happy with me. That's all I remember.
That is the worst fisting story I've ever heard.
Speaking of fisting...
No, alright, so...
No, you want to tell the priest joke.
No! I was going to go with the blonde joke because I'm not a messenger. So last night we legitimately sat up in the room telling the worst jokes we could think of, and by the end we're like, you don't need to call the police because we deserve to be in jail. They were pretty bad, but I'm sure you've heard it. Two blondes are walking through the forest. They come across a set of tracks. The first blonde says, oh my God, deer tracks. The second blonde says, those aren't deer tracks, those are moose tracks. First one said, deer tracks. Second one says, moose tracks. 2 hours later, the train had left. That's what we did for hours last night.
Okay, so if I can't tell the priest joke, I can't tell
No! I already know what you're going to say, so
It
no.
starts with a J.
Yeah!
Oh, well. So can I tell the other blonde joke or you want
Fine, the blonde jokes are fine, because everyone out here is fake blonde at least.
I remember when I was blonde for 3 months. That was a bad part. That was a bad stage of my life.
Look, we all make mistakes.
We do. Like, you know, you have a friend that made one last night in your bed.
Hey, shut up! 3 times. Not if I'm part of it.
All right, what do you call a blonde skeleton locked in a closet? The winner of the 1998 hide and seek contest.
I hate you so much.
This guy's next, and he's 19, so.
Like 19? What's
Number
that?
4.
You're right. Well, this one is like, well, it depends on how loud I talk and how close it is to my face.
And Des, do you have a good drinking story?
Did
you ever, let's say, do something at a con chair's house?
So this one time, I was hanging out at Roxas and Todd's house. I'm sitting here. So Roxas, the former con chair of IFC, and Todd, our former head of finance, and invited us over. And we were started out with some nice casual fun drinking, we're hanging out. And then we had this game, I think it was Battle Shots.
Battle shots.
We decided to play Battle Shots, and I never played it before, and I lost. Actually, I think we all won, technically, because we all were very happy with all the shots that we drank. But then, everyone else had...
V11 7 times.
I
There
had...
was no V11. He was convinced that there was a secret submarine over there.
So, we started off, we just had some regular shots, and then everyone else was like, okay, let's take a break from drinking, and we'll watch TV. Turned out there was a Back to the Future trilogy was playing on TV. I went, oh, okay. But then every time there was a commercial break, I would go, hey Todd, shot. And Todd went. So we went and we do a shot. We go back, oh hey, it's a different commercial. Shot. Go back, we do another shot. So every commercial break, for every commercial there was, we did another shot. And this was on a crappy network that had like commercial breaks like every 15 minutes. At one point, I got into a heated argument with everyone in the room. Why the hell did they go from Back to the Future Part 1 to Back to the Future Part 3? This is stupid. How can you possibly go from 1 to 3 and call that a marathon? We just finished watching the second one. No, we didn't. You went on and on during the entire movie about every bad plot point and what's wrong with the movie for the entire 2 hours. And now we're into part 3. No! Not possible. They played 1 and 3. No, you went into explicit detail. Loudly. Throughout the entire second movie. About why it's not possible for what they did.
He was eyewitness. There was a lot of
I apparently blacked out. I apparently was cohesive enough to explain Back to the Future Part 2 to the room, and then once I was Back to the Future Part 3, I started to slightly sober up enough to either that or I was so drunk I blacked out from my memory of Part 2.
He could have been explaining string theory in order to say it was just nonsense. Like, Marty McFly, my fly flies with Marty McFly, fly. Fly! Like he did that for a while, and it was during a commercial, and Todd said, shots! Fuck!
Well, finally, at the end of the night, I go up to bed, still completely smashed, but I'm fine. I can get to bed myself. And I'm lying, and the bed in their guest room was like way high up, like about 3 feet higher than it should have been. Like I had to like jump up. It was like a mattress on a mattress on a mattress, like they were doing the Princess and the Pea bullshit with me or something. And I tried to lean over to plug my phone in, and that's when I realized I am very top heavy and gravity's a thing. Because I just, some part of my body, and I still don't know which, penetrated the wall. I did not realize this at the time. I remember like opening my eyes, and it had only been a few seconds, and my body was contorted into this weird pose with like things brushed up against the wall, and somehow my leg was under the bed. I don't know how that happened. I got up and whatever. Went to sleep, woke up in the morning. Oh, that was a fun night, everything's great. Oh, I should probably reach down for my foot. Where did that hole in the wall come from? There was a hole like about this big in the wall. And I'm like, I go downstairs and I'm like, Roxas, can you come up to my room for a minute? He's like, okay, and I go into the room. Come here. I need you to come here. He's like, okay, and I'm like, I broke your house. He goes and looks down, he's like, how did you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I woke up and there was a hole in your wall. I'm sorry for breaking your house. He went and he showed, like called Todd, he's like, Todd, come up here. Todd, Pandas broke the house, and showed him the hole. And he's like, how did you do that? I don't know. They fell out of bed. They're like, do you have a concussion? No. Is any other part of your body sore? No. So you have no idea, like, was it your elbow, was it your head? I'm like, I have no clue what part of my body physically penetrated your wall. But one of them definitely did. The hole is still there to that day. They've never fixed it. It's like, this is our Pandez hole.
Use it as a shelf.
It's a shelf? It's a bad shelf. You put something in it and it just falls through to the next level. That's a terrible shelf. Unless the goal is to keep stacking stuff until eventually you can reach the item on top.
You didn't try and see which parts fit in there?
Well, I know certain ones that definitely wouldn't fit in there, and some that definitely could fit in there but could not have created that hole because they are not that big. They're not even close, not even
The visual
close.
of you fucking their wall is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wreck it!
Instead of my fist, dry humping their wall till there's a hole this big. I was drywall humping.
You're drywall. They walk in. What are you doing? Making babies!
This is how panda sex works.
Panda house.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to remember a story one of my friends told me where one of their friends that they were with at the bar time traveled. We don't know how it happened. They were out at the bar, they were having a good time dancing, they looked over. One of their friends was dancing with the pole. You know, you have that friend that they get drunk and they dance with the pole. They're there, dance with the pole. They're there out on the floor. Have some drinks, look over. He's there, he's dancing with the pole. Have some more drinks, look over. He's not there. He's gone. They're like, what happened to, call him Steve. What happened to Steve? They look around the bar, they check the restroom. He's nowhere to be found. They're like, we need to find what happened to Steve. They go out, they walk around the entire block trying to find, did he go home? Was there an emergency ambulance call? We didn't find out what happened. And they scoured the entire block and for like an hour and couldn't find him. And they're like, what the hell? Well, let's go back to the bar and pick up the rest of our friends and see what happened. And they get in there, and there he is dancing with the pole. And they go up to him and they go, where did you go? He's like, I've been here all night. No, dude, you weren't. And he's like, dude, no, I'm here. Look at my timestamp. I've been here all night. And they look at it. It was the next day's timestamp on his hand. And they couldn't explain that at the bar. They literally couldn't. And they're like, how did you get a Saturday night stamp on your hand and it's Friday night? I've been here all night. Dude, you time traveled. You found the right combination of drinks to travel through time. How did you do that? And he's like, you guys are dumb. I've been dancing with this pole all night. He was not. He was gone for an hour and a half. No one to this day knows where he was or what he was doing. But he was physically gone. Like it shows on the camera him not there for an hour and a half. And then he just walks back in. It's like, where did you go? I'm in here. Lambert.
What the fuck is
Stop deep-throating the mic. What are you doing?
There is the thing about a 2-year rule.
2-year rule?
Okay.
Do you have a story from 2 years?
I still got a comment in my mouth.
What the?
Oh God! That would be the worst person experience. You put on your head and you're just pulling cotton. So like, what
It's
did I do?
It's a great magic trick. It's a magic trick. It's like, what is the magic trick?
You ain't getting it because of today. I am going to wreck you for wrecking it. Okay, 2-year rule. First con.
Okay.
Young man, look at this young man. Beautiful young man, my mate, I love him. Skinny. Skinny people can't drink as much as fat people. Your body don't like it. What happened is, we're drinking with professionals. Me, I drank the day before. I went in the other room and said, boy, this bed just looks like I could just fall. And he's out. So I didn't really drink. He drank. There's this big contest that they had, the biggest drunk at the con, scale 1 to 10. We got Shooter, Cyber, and somebody else. They hit 15. Yeah.
The scale was 1 to 10.
And they
The
hit 15.
scale was 1 to 10.
They hit 15. They were, the shit face don't describe it. I mean, walking zombies.
But anyways, he decides he's gonna run back to the room and get some. He goes up 3 flights of stairs and makes it. Gets in there. The doorway to the hallway is here. Across the hall, kitty corner, 8 feet, is our room door. As he's reaching for it. Cold. Fingers inches from the door handle. And as he lays there, his body decides to go like alcohol. All over their brand new remodeled carpeted floor. Several pints, I understand. And he just rolled over. Yum, yum, yum. I get shaken up. Wake up, wake up. You had too much to drink, you passed out. I go, no, I just fell asleep, I was tired. You know, running a con, I'm tired as shit. I went to sleep, I'm not drunk, trust me. Well, you gotta hurry up because they're calling security. Apparently somebody's dead in the hallway. In the room vomiting. I'm like, oh shit, what floor? They said, 3rd floor. Oh God, I'm getting up. I'm like, oh, you know, go out of the sponsors lounge that we had. And then, I mean, that was wrecked. That sponsor lounge was tore up. There's bodies all over the place. All, you know, different positions in chairs where people just said, this is enough, I'm sleeping. I get up the stairs, and it's like, what part of the hotel is it? It's outside room 203, or 303. I'm like, 303, 303, does this sound familiar? Pull my room card out, I'm like, that's my room. I get up there, and there's a sheet on the carpet, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody really did die. And no, the staff covered it up with a sheet, and security dragged his ass into bed. And what brings me to this, because the 2-year rule, because now, last night, he tried to repeat in your room. Because people were making drinks and handed it to him instead of saying no, like a responsible drinker, he just keep taking them.
You say no to one of my drinks? You're a fool!
And that's why you're here getting ripped on. Because
glorious.
he threw up so much in our room today, he did it in the toilet, thank God. But the toilet had to have the staff come up and plunge it. He clogged it with vomit. How do you do that? How?
I don't.
There's like black chunks. I thought it was blood. I thought maybe you like kicked your guts out. That's why it was clogged. What did you do?
I'm trying to figure out how.
What did you do?
I think I can flush him. What did you do?
What do we make him to drink?
You'll never find out.
Let's see. I think I might have made you to drink. I think yours was vodka and Pepto-Bismol.
Oh my God.
Well, look, I was running low on booze.
I think that's attempted murder in this state. But not in Illinois.
No, not at all.
No.
The greatest drink I was ever made was a combination of Rumble Mix and Ambien. That was, I think he called it a suicide, and I understand why.
Because it was during a con staff meeting?
No, this was at work, so.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
This is where I recall. I started playing this game when I was I was losing.
The microphone is very loud. No, here, use this microphone. Here you go.
Yeah, just go over there. Give that one back to me.
So why?
I didn't know you about. My mistake was coming out to the room and actually drinking alcohol.
Sorry.
I started losing a really convoluted beer pong game that I didn't quite understand.
It's called Slap Cups. Slap Cups is the simplest game. It's called You Lose.
Wait a second.
Not when you're drunk already.
You were to my right, weren't you?
Oh,
Yes.
shit. That's the murder spot. You never stand next to him or me. It's a bad game for those people.
I went to
Fun.
a Big Ten school. I know drinking games.
I got smart left.
Three drinks in 10 seconds.
It was.
I mean, they were small-ish drinks.
Don't lie.
Okay, they were like friends. And there was only a shot of tequila in each one.
Oh, did you suck out this tequila juice?
Hey! Don't touch my tequila jizz. No, he did good. He tried and failed miserably. The lesson is never try.
No, the lesson is don't be next to me.
The lesson is never try with alcohol.
Have you guys ever seen the game Slam Cups? Slam Cups is...
Can we play it right here, please? Right here, right now.
We don't have ping pong balls.
We don't have enough cups.
I got balls.
No.
Because you and I, we can play everybody here.
We must. Yeah, we've been
Everybody
playing for
else-
a long time.
Yeah, well, we would survive. Everybody else would be dead, but...
Yeah, we would survive because our livers have basically given up to the liquor god. All praise the liquor god. May your fire burn blue when you are cremated. It's how you should begin and end every night. You say to yourself, self, it's time for the night, and I would like to have a good time. This is a good time. I would like to have a great time. This is a great time. I want to have a bad time. This is a bad time. I want to have the best time but not remember it. That's this twice. That is motherfucker of a night. You're an idiot. If I remember what's in there, you're an idiot.
It's cherry Pepsi.
Right. Yeah, okay.
It's cherry Pepsi.
No, I had the wine too. I started drinking the wine after I already drank 4 Red Apple ales.
The wine and Red's Apple Ales, those can mix. What you fuckers were doing to me last night was torture. Like, hey, here's some white wine. Oh, that's good. Here's some Merlot. Those don't really combine. Here's your tequila. I'm gonna die. Here's some cider. What the fuck? Here's something with pomegranate in it. Fuck you! What are you doing to me? The cider was fantastic, but I thought I was vomiting blood. And it was, but still. That was good. I liked your cider. It was very good. Your con chair made an outstanding cider, which was actually what was in the slap cups last night. It went okay until this guy lost 4 in a row.
It was 3, I remember.
No, you remember 3. The 4th one is what put you over the top. Who drank the middle cup?
I remember him coming in at like...
Travis.
Travis had to drink.
I think it was Travis.
The middle cup in slap cups is usually just kind of mixed, but it's called Goblin Rocket Fuel. Goblin Rocket Fuel is what you call a drink when you get to the bottom of your liquor bottle, and even if you're mixing drinks, there is nothing you can do with that small amount of booze. So you take that small amount of booze and you put it into a different bottle. And you keep doing that until that bottle is full, and then you shake it. And then you give it to people that you don't like.
Sounds like a cyber shot.
It's a cyber shot.
Cyber shot.
Cyber shot? What's a
Cyber will come into your room party and he will take a shot of everything in the frickin' room and slam it.
Cyber is not allowed at my room party. There's too much booze. He will
We
die.
call him flamer now.
We called Cyber a flamer before then, honey. I've got to regret.
Well, that's because he set himself on fire.
Oh, okay. What?
Cyber shots can be bad for you. He didn't do it while drinking though. He was at work.
Hold on.
It just-
He
it just-
set himself on fire and it had nothing to do with drinking? What the fuck?
It was a freak accident.
You got the freak part right, but...
I was going to say, I thought Buddhism was a hell of a religion, but you know.
Well, he was changing oil and he sprayed the clean off and then he threw his battery-operated ratchet into the tool bed. And it kicked on. That little spark in that motor ignited the fumes from the brake lead and it shot back to him. Set him on fire, set the car on fire, set the oil on fire. He's shoving the shit away, grabbing a fire extinguisher, and all his coworkers are running around going, oh my God, where's the fire extinguisher? Oh my God, oh my God. And he's just like, he's burning and he's putting himself out and putting the car out. So we call him Flamer now. Flame on.
Do you remember one of the greatest calls to ever go out over the Fur Reality Radio? We were at Fur Reality, and they have, it's called a hot mic. That means when you just wear the radio on your shirt so everyone can hear it. And the call that went out after, we were all in a room, it was during a panel, we were getting it set up, it was dead silent, and a voice comes over the radio, "Hey, did anybody put out that fire?" Total silence as everyone kind of looks at each other. And the con chairman, his voice comes through the radio, mousier than you could possibly imagine. "Guys, do you mean the grill?" A minute later, yeah, we mean the grill. I think we put it out. He goes, "Guys, please never again ask if anybody put out the fire." A few seconds later, "Yeah, I can see why that wasn't the best way to phrase that." But you could tell the difference in the room between people who run conventions and help out with, like, half those like,
I must go.
we're going to cancel this panel and we're going to have something called a pool party. Everyone in the pool! Run, motherfucker!
Yeah, especially with the amount of alcohol.
Same convention, same type of scenario.
What did you really?
No, for reality. They were setting up their con store paper, and they were putting out some items, and there's a space, and they're like, "Where are these other items?" A couple minutes later, you hear on the radio, "Hey, I found those poppers we were going to put out for sale at the con store." Over a hot mic.
All of a sudden, they had a lot of people going over to the con store.
To which, again, the con chairman went, "The what for sale at the con store?" "You know, those little, like, you wind them up and set them down, and then, like, you know, they pop along the table, and they're like, I don't know what those are called, but please don't ever call them poppers on the radio again." "And please don't tell the staff that there are poppers for sale at the con store."
I forgot about that. Yeah, there's been a few interesting things that happen with radios.
Well, there was the oatmeal story.
There is the oatmeal story.
Fire.
Who here knows the oatmeal story?
Whoa.
All right, so this is generally a fresh crowd.
A majority not knowing the oatmeal story.
So we tell these stories, we're like, you should have seen what these other idiots did. Oh, that idiot. No, we're idiots too. And that can be proven by 3 or 4 years ago at Midwest Fur Fest. See, I used to run front of house con suite or hospitality suite for Midwest Fur Fest, which means I basically stood in there all weekend telling you guys to stop drinking syrup out of a soda machine. Which, by the way, what the fuck? We had a problem with the soda machine rather constantly where the carbonated water would stop flowing and would just fill your cup with the syrup. And I had a kid, he could not have been more than 16, a little whips of a thing, standing at the soda machine with the cup, puts it under it and starts filling it with syrup. Oh, give me a second, I gotta purge the system and reset the machine. And he, looking at me, just looked at me, totally deadpan, and hit the button again, filled his cup with syrup, took a huge sip and walked away. That kid's got balls. I'm 6'8" and I could eat him. All right, well done. He's got diabetes now. Well, as we were sitting there, the director of, I think it was the hotel liaison, Takaza, who's a very close friend of mine, came into back of house because this is the Saturday of the cow. We're getting ready for Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind. We're getting ready to do so many things. We're just tired. We want this to end, and it never will. So as we're standing there, we're just kind of laughing. The director of finance, Woody, the catcher now, he's joined us. And we start randomly saying things into the radio because we're fucking tired. We've been working since Thursday. They say, all right, guys, don't forget Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind coming up. If you want to see somebody shirtless, get your asses in there. And they're just talking randomly through the radio. We've got guys coming on the radio like, gosh, don't use the radio like this. And Woody's like, I'm the director of finance. I bought these. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And as we're talking, I knocked over a box of ready-to-eat oatmeal. Just the powdered oatmeal. And so like the sociopath I am, I got on the radio and said, guys, we spilled the oatmeal. The oatmeal has been spilled. And all of a sudden, the director of finance goes white and starts fumbling for his radio and knocks it off his shirt, breaking it on the ground. Takasa loses his mind, clutching his chest, trying to laugh, and that wheezing thing coming out and just killing him. And I don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden the radio goes nuts. This is security, everyone over, all legitimate staff, over to channel 4. Okay, channel 4. Where's the oatmeal been spilled? We need an exact location on the oatmeal spill. We are ready to go. We are ready to move. Like, what the hell just happened? Oatmeal was code for money that weekend. Security thought that I had spilled the charity's money in a general convention area and people were taking it. Woody finally gets on the radio and he's like, no, he actually spilled oatmeal. And they go, we know! Where is the oatmeal spilled? We get it under control, and I was not allowed to use a radio at that convention for 2 years. So guys, don't say random shit on the radio. So they're trying to get my attention by fucking my hat.
I used a great hat rack for your hat. I told you I'd take good care of it.
Hey, yeah, you look like you died. Jesus. Dirty perverts.
What? I got a good teacher.
Gunner's going to the bathroom right now.
I love how fucking furry my hat becomes after these.
You're welcome.
Alright, it looks like it's time for you to do your thing.
Furry in the window bingo.
Furry in the window bingo.
Any volunteers to get themselves wet?
That's disgusting. Yes, you did, Con Chairman.
You get wet? You get wet with your head on. You gotta get your head off to get wet.
Jordan. So you just have to bartender.
Well, nobody wants to get wet. I'll get wet for you. You get wet for now. This guy gets hot.
Here goes that
Fire's open! Fire's open!
The bar is open! The bar is open!
The bar is open.
We're gonna head it off too.
Ladies and gentlemen, do any of you know who J Badger is? Sherbert Zonky. He is one of the nicest, one of the greatest fursuiters we have in the fandom. He's been battling cancer for the last 6 months. His last con was MFF, am I right? I think the last time I seen was MFF. We dedicated this con to him because he knew he was close. Before he passed away, and we'd like everybody to sign this for his sister and his family. This is like a giant furry card. If you could, please. Thank you. And then, very much you get wet. You got a volunteer? You got a volunteer? Yeah, if you've been laying in bed all day sleeping, I don't care if your sheets are dirty. No one can break it. What's the game? This is furry innuendo bingo. These guys have to take a huge mouthful, as full as they can get it without spilling. They gotta stare at each other while we try to make them
swallow here. Okay, swallow. This is the time. This is the time you don't want to swallow. You know what? Let's do it this way.
in advance.
Just because there's a 110 plug right there. That would be that means on horse story. Yeah, on horse story.
I'll have to go back and make that refrigerator real quick.
Or just have you spitting on the floor again.
At least he won't throw
It is very cold. I'm sorry they don't have room temperature. That's what she said. All right, who wants to be the first one? Try to make it laugh. You got a soundbite, you got stories. Candace is just itching because I can see it. All right. Mouthful, stare at each other. Just staring at each other sometimes makes it nice. Big mouthful, fill cheek. It's like he's doing it.
You guys ready?
Big mouthful.
All right, so I work in retail, and I get a lot of interesting people coming in with different names and whatnot. I actually had someone come into my store recently. Their name was Russell Stover. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my God, Russell Stover! I'm so glad you're here. You know, you're a big fan of yours." He didn't know. He was like, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever." I had one that she was a Southern girl, and she came in. Her name was Sarah Lee. I'm like, "Oh my God, you're so," and she didn't have a clue. Like, she was just adorable. "Oh, aren't you so sweet? You're so adorable." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, like I adore you, Sarah Lee." And she's like, "Well, you know, I don't really know what you're saying, but you know, I assume it's a compliment." And I had a person in my store recently though, and this is, you gotta be careful how you name your kids. Like, they said their name was Candy. And I'm talking to them for a bit, but then I had to see their ID for something. And Candy was what they went by. Their actual name was Candida. Now the ladies in the crowd might be more familiar with that term. You see, Candida is the name of an infection ladies get in their parts. When they use that cream for 3 to 7 days, that's a Candida yeast infection. I can just imagine, you know, like, they were like, "Come on, hon, the baby's like 4 months old now. We gotta find a name. Oh, let me use this cream. I'm so itchy. Ooh, Candida. That just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? That's fantastic. Hon, what do you think about Candida to name our kids? Isn't that great?" And she goes by Candy, though. She prefers that. But please watch, I know, sometimes we see names, like, "Oh, Allegra, that's a great name," but, please don't name your kids after vaginal infections. Come on. Hey, tetanus, leave your buddy chlamydia alone. No, chlamydia, get off of there. Where do you think you're going? "Oh, I'm just gonna play with the neighbor kids." Oh, you are not playing with that STD next door. He's ready to go. You stay away from Herpes Jones. You are not going near him.
He must be good at blowjob or something. His lips are just staying tight.
Dude, look at him. Of course he's good at blowjobs.
I had a guy. I'm a fan of tattoos. I have one myself. I have one on my left arm. It's a little panda. It's cute. But I had a guy come into my store recently. He had a tattoo on his left shoulder of Michigan. Now, not just like, oh look, it's an outline of Michigan. It was like a full-blown road map of Michigan on his left shoulder. The UP and everything was like going up off over the shoulder. And it was like, why do you need, like, literally the highways and the major cities were all on there? Like, is this so he can fall asleep in the passenger seat and his girlfriend can keep driving? Okay, so I'm going down 75 and I need to take, hon, wake up, what's that road right there? That's not a road, that's a vein. Keep going down, this is the road, that's just a vein, you can see it through there. I can just imagine if he tilts his seat back, she's like, okay, so I need to go east to Detroit, she ends up 75 north to Sault Ste. Marie, what the hell?
Sault Ste. Marie is like half.
That's like due north, that's like,
The UP is half Canada.
the UP is half Canada. The UP
We
is,
just call it half Canada.
them Upers up there, right? I'm originally, why am I doing a southern accent? I'm doing a southern accent for Canada. Oh yes, I'm originally from Canada, as you can tell by my accent. No, I am originally from Canada, right way up there in Sault Ste. Marie, way up there in the north. Originally born and raised there. It was fun up there, but I like it down here a little more. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think again. None of these guys are going.
None of it was spewed yet.
I don't know. Maybe they swallowed and they just didn't tell anyone. I've done that before. But
Because his cheeks ain't out, they're in. So he's sucking it down.
better out than in, that's what they say.
Which I don't understand.
You need tweezers for mine. Anyway, they're not even,
These guys are good.
these guys are good.
These guys are good.
These guys are good, or I'm just really a lot more boring than I like to think. I don't think physical comedy is acceptable. I don't think we can physically assault them.
Yeah, they were doing
We have to convince them. Hey, you're drooling on your shirt, dude. What are you doing?
I ain't poking you in the ass. Oh, that'd be like a well.
Okay, Alkali. You've got a shelf going on with your hair. Look at Alkali's hair. He's got a shelf going on. It's like curved and then like a shelf on the one side.
If you would give me a moment, I've wanted to know all weekend.
There he goes. He's getting wet. It's running.
That is fucking Kool-Aid!
There he's gone!
We got our first view. That's one down.
Kool-Aid's down! Oh yeah!
The rest out.
Oh, yeah, because I'm the fairest motherfucker. I'm the fairest of them all.
Next.
Next.
Anybody else? Let's take on
The
the
worst part
champions.
is, this one would be the easiest, because like you said before, he's got the captain, so when I pull it out, he's going to just open his mouth instinctively. Observe! It's okay, it's okay. Just think back to Catholic school. Don't worry. Really? I'm sorry, you look like a Catholic.
That's my line. I'm sorry. I say that a lot.
Turn on. This thing is slow.
Oh, there you go. You can put him in a half Nelson, full Nelson, or a father Nelson.
Oh, you got him? Nice!
Two down.
Two down.
Gotta go with the Catholic.
All right. Now the two of you need to lean in. Closer. Yes!
Right to it right there. Just a stare. Just a stare.
Okay. I want you to look
Well,
at each
hey there, guys. Are you gonna come on by and give me some good news?
into his eyes, into his eyes.
The guy on the right looks like that muscly-old paper boy I want to come by. Maybe he'll come downstairs and I'll give him a popsicle.
Hey, Mendez, what's that tune that the ice cream trucks play?
I don't know.
Let's see if I can put a sound bit on.
What? What ice cream trucks go in your neighborhood?
Pedophiles are us. I have very bad news for the two of you. I can officially marry you because the internet is a weird place. So, by looking into each other's eyes, you continue to look into his eyes. You're about to be husband and bottom. Dude.
Shall we see if this works?
All right.
Bro, dude,
Bro.
dude.
What are you playing?
We're playing ice cream truck.
Jesus Christ. We already skipped that.
We skipped that.
Yeah, but it's still play wedding theme.
By the power invested in the stock market, by the Holy Roman Catholic, some guy that probably had sex with you when you were a minor, and you were watching, by the ice cream truck that is outside right now, waiting for you to take you on your honeymoon to a cold place.
The power of good humor compels you. The power of good humor compels you.
By a very low-key strip club, I now pronounce you both husband and bottom. You may now spit on the bottom.
Just spew.
Guys, I think they're both winners, guys! Hey, this isn't gonna be the first time they hear it! Swallow! Give them a round of applause.
All that.
It is 17 minutes after 7. Like 10 more minutes.
You just really wanted to spend this I love your hairline. I only make fun of things that I love and that I hate, so you get to figure out the rest.
Is this going out to YouTube?
Don't do that.
Is this going out to YouTube?
I think it's been recorded.
Okay, can I just like say something? Okay.
You're giving like it.
Yeah? Alright.
It's deceptive. They're giving us sounds.
The only thing I wanted to say was, okay, the only thing I wanted to say was, yeah, somehow, oh my god. Okay. If by some chance, Dad, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in trouble when you go home. Alright, are we calling your panel?
We're calling the panel.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Lambert's Happy Hour. I hope he made you happy and it went more than an hour. Guys, so the next thing going on, if I remember correctly, unless somebody's going to correct me with more changes.
You're letting me have the rest of your alcohol, right?
What?
What?
There ain't none left.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a
Drinking your
over.
booze.
I'll take some.
That's fun.
Alright, so tonight at 9 p.m. in the other building is Charity Cards Against Humanity, where we figure out who the worst person at the convention is, which means we have a little bit of time right now. So if anyone would like to join me, I'm going to go drink at the bar with this guy and this guy and that guy and that guy. Oh, tequila.
This guy's a minute. You just mixed tequila into your stuff. He's got one!
All right, ready? No. One pace, turn, and fire. Ready? And one. Why do you still drink the shit I drink?
I shouldn't drink the
I
shit.
know you should. Guys, if you'd like to join me at the bar, let's go.
Right time. Truly tequila.